How to make $20,000 a month without showing yourself or selling your products. Okay, here's some proof. Here are some screenshots just to prove this works. And here's some lifestyle, okay? Because otherwise you don't listen to me, guys. So here's me on a private jet in Miami. Here's me on a yacht in Dubai with my friend. Here's me in Dubai next to Atlantis Royal Hotel on a jet ski. Okay, here's me and my entrepreneur friends celebrating my birthday this year. And you can see in the background, there's Burj Al Arab, the 7-star hotel in Dubai. You can see me here in Isla Mujeres this year as well, Mexico, just chilling, having a blast, having the time of my life, okay? You can see me in an office on the 60th floor in Dubai. You can see me stepping off a yacht in Dubai as well. After my birthday, you can see me getting off a jet with my friend Nima, okay? You can see me in Bali in a pool. You can see me in Miami Brickell, okay? I can go on and on and on. If you want to see more of that, you can check me out on Instagram. But all of this is just with a simple business model that I mastered over the past 4 years. And now that I have your attention, I'm going to just reveal it to you in a few minutes. But before that, who am I? So my name is Arnas. I've been running Passionate Income for the past 4 years. You can check out this Instagram. You can check out my personal Instagram as well. So my story, I started Passionate Income 4 years ago. I'm 21 years old, traveling the world for the past 2 years now. I perfected my business model and now I make more than ever before. And I built my email newsletter from 0 to 75,000 active readers. I'll talk more about this later. And I met a lot of cool entrepreneurs due to the nature of my business. Okay, over the past 2 years, I coached over 100 clients and I helped them succeed with what I'm about to show you. And I have endless testimonials, interviews, case studies. Here are some of them. Mindset Hub just hit 1.3 million followers. Uncover AI, Anthony said, honestly, investing and learning from you is hands down the best investment I've ever made in my entire life. You can see Motive Mastery, a Lithuanian guy, 1.3 million followers. You can see 11 Stoic, Richard. He said, I've been in so many crappy coachings and courses. It seemed like you're the first one who's actually doing what is saying. ChatGPT Tricks, Ivan. He went from 0 to 1.3 million followers on this exact page, ChatGPT Tricks, but he runs multiple pages right now. He runs multiple pages and you can see us chilling on the beach in Costa Rica on the Pacific side of Costa Rica, okay? You can see my friend Manta, Stay Strong Motivated, 1.1 million followers. Us in Dubai Desert. You can see Sebastian, we just made an interview a week ago. He's doing at 20 years old, he's doing $60,000 a month. Here are 2 of his pages, okay? Here are some more of my clients I worked with. So what's the business model that's going to make you $20,000 a month without showing yourself or selling your products? In this training, I'll tell you all about it, nothing held back. So first of all, have you ever seen Faceless pages on Instagram? You probably already follow multiple of them, but you never realize they're cashing in from the fact you're following them, okay? Their business model is truly untapped and not very popular yet, and we are very early, okay? So you're probably now wondering, like, yes, I do follow some of these pages. Yes, I've seen them before. Yes, you know, I've seen meme pages, but do they actually make money? I get people like that all the time. They message me on Instagram like, yeah, I follow so many pages, but how do they actually make money? Like, I didn't know they were making money. I thought they were doing it for fun. Yeah, like, no one's doing something for 4 or 5 years just for fun, uploading memes consistently or posts consistently. Like, they're doing it for money, for sure. So why Faceless pages? First of all, it's not as saturated as freelancing, agencies, SMMA, copywriting, etc. You only have 3 moving pieces. It's very easy to kind of automate, hire the people to automate it very cheaply. And it's a very simple business model. You can run it in 1 to 2 hours a day once you get the hang of the process, and you don't need to be on camera yourself for building a personal brand. But there are downsides as well. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to tell you that it's the perfect business model if we're talking about Instagram pages alone. Okay, and that might be like, whoa, okay, interesting. Because I'm always preaching Instagram pages, but I don't think Instagram pages alone and like selling shoutouts or whatever is that good of a business model. So first of all, you're dependent on the algorithm. Okay, like think about an algorithm of Facebook. Okay, like so many people were on Facebook 10 years ago. And if you grew a page on Facebook, you were a superstar, right? You had so much reach. You could have made so much money with internet marketing and, you know, throwing events or whatever, promoting your products, promoting your company. If you have the same amount of followers today on Facebook, it's probably not really bringing in any revenue. So you're really dependent on the algorithm, especially when you start off with Instagram theme pages. It's going to be ups and downs until you like build something stable. You don't own your audience, okay? The social network owns it. So let's say there's a huge cyber attack against Meta servers or whatever, or Meta in general. I mean, there's an extremely slim chance, but there's still a chance, right? And let's say Meta goes under, just the whole company. Like Instagram will disappear from this world, right? And if you built 1 million followers on Instagram, what are they worth? They're worth nothing because the platform doesn't exist anymore, right? So you don't own your audience. The social network owns it. Also, to be fully blatant with you, if you do something against terms of service of Instagram, they can obviously delete your account or you can get suspended, right? It's a social platform. They put in the rules to keep it safe. So if you do something out of hand, they're just gonna ban you, block you, whatever you wanna, and lock you out of your account, whatever you wanna say, right? And since your growth is all over the place at the beginning, there is no stability in the first 6 months. Like it's ups and downs and you hype up something and it goes viral and then it goes down again. That's why I don't like running Instagram pages alone. Okay, you heard that right. The guy with 1 million followers who's teaching people how to run IG pages says that he doesn't like running Instagram pages. Okay? Hear me out on this. So if you actually want to make stable $20,000 per month, you'll need something else in combination with Instagram pages. Okay? That's it. Like, I just told you why. Okay? It's not really stable. And if we're thinking long-term, we cannot take short-term decisions if we want long-term results. So if we want to keep making that sweet money online in 10 years from now, and by the way, it's been 4 years for me, I'm making money online, and 10 years, now you're listening to this, 10 years might seem like a long, long time, but trust me, for me, 4 years, it flew by. And in 6 years from now, I still want to be making money online, trust me. So if we're thinking long-term, we'll need to do something else, not just Instagram pages. That's why for the past year, I haven't been running just IG pages. I've been running Instagram plus email newsletter, okay, in combination. So what does this mean for you, okay? This means you actually can collect the emails of your followers, that you grow organically and have stability in your business, okay? You get best of both worlds. Email in general is very, very stable. And you own your audience. Like no one is going to delete your email list, or no one's gonna, just in general, let's say you're using email, you're not gonna delete your email account or Gmail account. Like you're literally receiving like messages from your bank, you're receiving, you know, government messages, whatever, emails from the government, you're receiving emails about your work and your job or your business, whatever, right? You're not gonna delete your Gmail and be like, all right, bye. So everyone's using email, right? And it's just a CSV file with a bunch of emails at the end of the day. Like no one's going to steal that from you. You can just host it on a flash drive or on a Dropbox, whatever. But it's just a CSV file, like an Excel sheet with a bunch of emails, right? A bunch of data. So this means you get the best of both worlds. You can grow an audience for free on Instagram. That's what I've done. I mean, I haven't spent money on ads. That's what my students have done. No one spent money on ads, right? So you can grow the audience for free on Instagram and reach tens of millions of people in the first 3 months of starting, okay? So to reach 10 million views in the first 3 months, definitely possible. But also, you can have the stability of an email newsletter, where if you do everything correctly, you're almost guaranteed to land in your contacts inbox, okay? Obviously, you need to follow the right rules and steps. But if you're actually sending good, valuable content, you actually have a stable way of sending out that content. You're using proper ESPs, email sending providers. Like there's a 99.9% chance you'll land in someone's inbox, right? So another thing people never talk about is, drumroll, good email marketers can make $1 per email subscriber per month. Okay, and I said good email marketers, yes, but there are excellent email marketers who make more. But let's go back a little. What does that mean for you? $1 per email subscriber per month. Let's kind of uncover that. So this is, by the way, not some BS statistic. This is one of the most common internet marketing KPIs entrepreneurs try to hit in their business, or just like aim at to see if they're doing well or not. $1 is just like the standard, right? There are obviously crazy marketers who do way more. But $1 per email subscriber per month is like the most popular internet marketing like statistic you'll hear. So some obviously make more, some make less, but what does this mean for you? So it means if you can get to 20,000 active email subscribers, you can make $20,000 a month if you follow the right steps, okay? And this number is sustainable and stable. There are newsletters who've been around for 15 years and they maintain their subscribers for that period of time. Obviously, if they had 100,000 subscribers 15 years ago, I'm not saying they have the same exact 100,000 subscribers, but I'm saying there are still people after 15 years reading the same email newsletter. Take a look at something like Facebook 15 years ago, in 2009, 2010. Okay? Like if you build a massive audience on Facebook 15 years ago and like, I don't know, sold a bunch of stuff to them, made a bunch of money, made $1 per follower, whatever, per month, right? Where that Facebook page would be today. You wouldn't make any money from that Facebook page. With email newsletters, there are plenty of examples where people still run the same email newsletter for 15 years. Imagine that. Okay, so this hit me very hard when I was talking to one of my mentors over a year ago, probably closer to one and a half years ago. He told me, you know, Arnas, when I hit my first 100,000 email subscribers, I knew I was never going to be broke again. Like, can you hear me? I didn't really understand it at first when he said that. But then I realized, oh, all this time he was making like $1 per email subscriber per month. I was like, oh, okay, that's what he means by 100,000 email subscribers. Okay, that's awesome. And I said, like, we had a conversation and he was like, you should go all into email. You seem like you know how to attract email subscribers with your pages. So there's a problem with email newsletters though. Yes, they're very stable. Yes, they're extremely predictable. Yes, they have the best ROI of any other platform. You know, it has better ROI than Facebook ads, YouTube ads, Google ads. Email is like one of the best platforms if you're doing anything, right? And you want conversions. But there are problems with it. You see, without a social media presence, email newsletters are expensive to run, okay? And I'm telling you, it's expensive. Why? Well, for example, most email newsletters spend $2 to $5 to acquire a quality subscriber. That's like one subscriber, which means you would have to invest $40,000 to $100,000 just to reach 20,000 subscribers, right? Not ideal. And you're like, where are they spending it? Obviously, they're spending it on Facebook, on Google, on LinkedIn, on Instagram. They're spending money on ads, on publicity to basically acquire those quality subscribers, and it costs them $2 to $5 per subscriber on average, per quality subscriber. Depends on the niche, right? Wrong. Okay, that's what I love, what I do. I get the subs for free. Okay, that's the beauty of combining two business models which feed one another. It's like yin and yang. Okay, so do you see now why we combine these two? We combine Instagram and we combine email. Does that make sense now? You grow a bunch of followers on Instagram and you get the best of the Instagram. You get the growth curve. You get the virality of Instagram. Okay, and then you retain that and collect all the emails to actually convert the people into buyers, okay, or into just money. Like, I could make an equation, Instagram plus email equals money, right? Or like the next step is money, because you get the people from Instagram for free into your email newsletter. Obviously, if you have 1 million followers, you're not going to get 1 million email subscribers. That's not how it works. There will be a drop-off. But just as I explained, you don't really need that many email subscribers to make good money. Okay, so it's literally the yin and yang of the online business, and no one's talking about this. Yes, you have some people talking about theme pages, and yes, you have some people talking about email newsletters, but no one is talking about combining the two at a high level. Okay, so how does this actually work? Like, you saw all the screenshots and all the results at the start. So where does the money come from? Like, I get so many messages every single day from people that are like, okay, I totally get it. I subscribe to these newsletters. I follow these pages. They have a bunch of followers. Where does the money come from? Like, how? Can you explain? Yes, I can explain. So we have only 3 moving pieces when it comes to this business, and it's very simple. So first of all, growing an audience on Instagram. I'll uncover that in a second. Second one, converting followers into active subscribers. Very important, right? You get 100,000 followers. How can you convert like as much of them into an actual active email subscriber? And then monetization. That's why we're here. We're here to make $20,000 a month stably. Okay, we're here to make $240,000 per year. That's the most important part. So let's uncover all of that. Growing an audience on Instagram. So as you've seen previously, I have 1 million active followers on Instagram. And my clients have hundreds of thousands or millions of followers as well. Okay, I showed it to you previously in the video. So how do we get that? First, well, just a high level overview, okay? I'm not gonna, this training is not about how to actually grow. Okay, for in-depth training on actually growing, you can check out my YouTube channel. Okay, I have plenty of videos on that specifically. But just a high-level overview. What do we do? Just like in a few sentences, we choose we choose a niche with high interest niche with a possibility to actually monetize it. So we choose a niche we want our page to be in. Then we create quality content. Consistently is a keyword here when it comes to content. Then we use growth strategies to actually go viral, and then we just interact with our audience that we've built. Okay, it's very simple. And literally, I have people watching this, watching my YouTube channel, and I have people messaging me every single day. I probably get 2 to 3 people messaging every day that they just watched my YouTube channel, and they're like, yo, like, I have 200,000 subscribers. I have 400,000 subscribers. It's literally not rocket science. Like, it's probably the easiest step of the whole equation, 3-step equation. Like, growing an audience is actually very simple. Obviously, it takes some time. The first month or 2, it's going to be harder. But it's like the most simple thing ever. It's just like follow a proven blueprint, stay consistent, and that's it. The only problem is, like, all these people who are reaching out to me, having 200, 300, 400,000 subscribers, they have followers, they have no idea how to actually make money with them, right? So that's why I say that's the harder part. The growing part is like, I have people from all over the world messaging me how they have 500,000 followers or whatever. So what's the second step? Actually converting followers into active subscribers. It's super important to do this, okay? So once we have our audience on Instagram, and by the way, you don't need to have 100,000 or 1,000,000 followers to start doing this. You can start doing this at 5,000 followers, okay? We engage with the audience, we answer the comments, we answer the DMs, and we build a community. Okay, you can put up polls on stories, you can survey your audience, just build a sense of community, build a sense of like you're a leader of your community, right? And that's it, pretty much. You build a community. Obviously, when you just get like a bunch of followers from the get-go, your audience won't trust you as much as when you do build a community. So then we provide the audience free value. It can be something very simple. It could be like an ebook, Notion template, a goal tracker, a video training, or whatever you think would be valuable for your audience. Okay? So you've probably seen this on Instagram. Take my free ebook, take my free meal plan, take my free goal tracking PDF, take my free something. And you click on that link, obviously, and a survey pops up to fill out your email, sometimes your name, but usually it's just your email. You fill it out and you get it in your email. And that person has your email address, okay? So in return of a freebie, that's how it's called in the internet marketing space, freebie or a lead magnet, we ask for their email, okay? It's very simple. You've probably seen it. You probably got a bunch of freebies in your lifetime. So note, we actually want the freebie to actually like be valuable, okay? So if they do find it valuable, they will keep subscribing and keep reading your newsletter, keep interacting with it, clicking links. But keep in mind, your first impression is your last if you're just providing BS value. And if your freebie is like not valuable at all, first of all, no one's going to read it. Second of all, no one's going to read your email newsletter or emails. They're just going to unsubscribe, right? So keep that in mind. That's super, super important. Let's go on to monetization. That's why we're here. Again, we're here to make $20,000 a month. And now I'm going to explain how do you actually get the $1 per subscriber per month that I mentioned previously. So first, once readers enter the door, you'll suggest them other newsletters. Here's how it looks. So you can test this out. Go to www.thepassionateincome.com, enter your email, press subscribe, and this will pop up. This pop-up is basically me promoting other newsletters as well on my newsletter. It's called co-registration. In this specific case, I'm using Beehive Boosts. There are other platforms like Sparkloop. Basically, if they enter their email and they subscribe to other newsletters, I get a kickback for every subscriber. So let's say they select all, and you can see 5 newsletters here. It says sponsored on all of them. I get, let's say, $2 to $3 per every subscriber that comes in and presses select all and continue. I mean, from each. So from Veronia's newsletter, I get $2, and Founders Fuel, I get $2, and the collab, I get $2. So you're like, wait. Is that like $10 to $12 per email subscriber? No, okay? So yes, some people will come in and select all, and they'll subscribe to all of it, okay? Yes, that's true. And they'll actually be like good subscribers, but that will be like less than 1% of actual people, okay? So maybe you've heard of this monetization type, and there are a lot of people who are lying online, and they never ran an actual email newsletter. And they're like, yeah, you basically, for every email that comes in, you get $10 to $12 or $8 to $12. I've heard some crazy numbers. Those people never, ever ran an email newsletter. Or if they did, they never made $10 to $12 per email subscriber, okay, on a sign up, right? So the way this works is obviously some people will select one, some people will select all, some people will just press maybe later, And then whenever they do subscribe, you don't get the money right away. You get the money if they obviously open a few emails of whatever they subscribe to. And if they match the criteria of like opening X emails of Y email sent. So for example, if they got 5 emails sent to them and they open 3 of them, they're a good fit. Okay. So that's like a high level overview of kind of how this works, right? And what's the actual number? So I just told you $8 to $12. Those are The people who never ran an email newsletter, that's what they say. In reality, you can get $1 to $2 as people enter the door on average. So if you get 10,000 people through the door, you'll get probably $10,000 to $20,000 just as people sign up. Okay. So keep that in mind. It's still amazing money. It's definitely not $10 to $12. This thing doesn't exist. Okay. This is just a fairy tale. Fugazi. It doesn't exist. Okay. But $1 to $2 is still absolutely amazing. And it's a lot of money, because now you need to think in terms of, how do I get as many quality people through the door? How do I get them enter the door? And how do I get them to select all, right? And get them to actually subscribe to these newsletters so you can get as much money as possible right when someone signs up, okay? So that's one of the ways. They just come in the door. You didn't even send a single email to them. You're already making money. That's easy. That's where most people stop. Maybe they figure out the boost and the spark loop or whatever. I'm just giving you the name. You can check it out. But maybe they figure that out and they figure how to earn $1 to $2 right when people sign up. But that's it. And that's like the problem here, okay? They don't know that the real money is in the list, okay? The actual people who subscribe, the actual CSV file or whatever you want to call it, that's where the real money is, okay? And to actually make money with this, you need to send good emails. You need to build trust with your audience. You need to nurture them with your content. And that's when it starts paying off. So here are a few ways of monetization. And I'm not going to mention all, because this would take me hours to explain, okay? Like literal hours and hours to explain. I have an in-depth training on this in my coaching program for my clients. And it literally took me like 2 weeks to put everything together. So there are so many ways to monetize, but I'm just gonna mention a few. So first of all, sponsorship promotions. Okay, so this is a sponsorship promotion I sent out exactly on my newsletter yesterday. Okay, and these promotions can be paid in many different ways. So they could be a CPM deal, means cost per 1,000 impressions. They just pay for how many people actually opened the email and saw the ad. It can be CPL, means this was CPL. Every time someone clicks this subscribe to 1440 today, as you can see, every time someone clicks that, you get like $1 or $2 per click, okay? And you're hearing this $1, $2, but obviously we want to do this at a high level. Just think about, you're sending this out to 20,000 people, actual readers who open emails. Like, you'll get a lot of people to click, and you can send these emails, I mean, if you want, every day, but you can send this 3 to 4 times a week. You can send it whenever you want, but just think about it, right? So CPM, CPL, CPA is cost per acquisition, where someone, needs to click the link and actually sign up to something. You get then a kickback per every acquisition. It could be $20, it could be $100, whatever. But there are many different ways to get this. But basically, companies reach out to you. They're like, hey, we see you have a big audience. We want to be in front of your audience. How much will it cost? And for example, if you have 100,000 subscribers with a 50% open rate, like 50% people actually open the emails every time you send, then you'll get a very good CPM deal. CPM means cost per 1,000 impressions on opens. So just to give you an example, you have 100,000 emails. You send out an email, you get 50,000 opens. So your CPM will be 50, okay? Because you have 50,000 people who opened. So 50 times your CPM. And these companies can pay you per 1,000 impressions. They can pay you a flat fee per CPM. And it could be something like $20 to $50. Let's say it's $50, just for easy math. You got 50,000 people to open times your CPM of $50. So that's 50 CPM, like 50,000 impressions times 50 CPM, $50 per CPM. That's going to be $2,500, okay? And you can send those out, every day. And I worked with many newsletters. I've got myself into the newsletter world Trust me, there are companies charging $20,000 per ad. Obviously, they're very big. They have millions of subscribers, but there are many companies charging crazy numbers like that you never heard before. Okay. Another one is high ticket affiliate marketing. It's a very easy and predictable way to promote a product. You basically find a successful company which sells products for $3,000 to $20,000 online. I mean, it can be more, but then it gets more complicated. But basically, sponsorships, you know, they come and go. Like sometimes it's very easy to get a sponsorship and someone DMs you or reaches out to you, sends you an email. They're like, okay, send me an invoice. You send them an invoice, they pay, you post. But sometimes it's like unpredictable. You never know when you're going to get the next deal. And you don't really know, unless you're at a high level, you don't know what you're going to send out like 2 months from now. But with high ticket affiliate marketing, you can send it out in every single email, right? You have your promotional link and you're getting paid per acquisition, per sale. So you find a successful company, they sell a high ticket product, and you promote their proven to work funnel, okay? So again, I say you want to find a successful company, a proven to work company that has a track record, that has good testimonials, which actually works and provides results for their, customers and clients. Obviously, it can be more than $20,000, but then it gets very complex. It's like B2B. The deals are very long, but basically whenever someone buys from that company, you get a big commission. So you cash out whenever one of the readers purchases something from them, okay? And by the way, you can be a high ticket affiliate for multiple companies at the same time. So you can promote, let's say on Mondays, you promote one offer. On Thursdays, you promote another offer. And then on Saturdays, you promote another offer. So you have 3 offers you're promoting or whatever. I mean, it's a possibility, just so you get a grasp of how it works. And you cash out big. I mean, I'm talking about a minimum commission of $1,000. And it really depends on the product, but sometimes commissions can be as high as 50%. Sometimes there's something like 30%. Sometimes it's a flat fee per deal. So it's like, okay, every time a person buys, you'll get like $2,000 commission. Generating leads for high-level companies is another one. So there are companies who try to typically sell a higher net worth individual or like a business owner, and think of like business-to-business software for $100,000. I mean, there are plenty of them. There are softwares for $1 million, but just think of something like that, right? Like if you can give them, not the high net worth individual, but the B2B software company, if you can give them contact information of a lead that fits their criteria, they obviously have a criteria to who they sell to, they will literally pay you $50 to $200 per lead. Means like per contact information. It could be like an email address and some other information. It could be an email address and a phone number. But like pretty much it's called lead gen in short in internet marketing terms. I have a bonus one. Okay, I know at the start of the training I said you don't need to sell your own products. You don't need to sell your own products, but you might be listening to this and you're like, I have my own product already. Can I implement this product into like this, what you're showing? Yes, absolutely. So there's a bonus. You can promote your own product and you can do it, but it's not a must, right? So this is probably the most lucrative one, but also requires more work. So this is if you want to scale past the 20,000, if you want to scale to 100,000 a month, 200,000 a month, build a huge company, obviously you'll want to promote your own products. And you can have a variety of products and, a well-crafted funnel. And you can think of something very simple. You can think of a $27 product, which leads into a $3,000 per month done-for-you service. And I'm just throwing it out there. It could be anything. It could be software. It could be an agency. It could be a consulting offer. It could be anything, right? It just depends on your business and your niche. But I'm just giving an example that, came to me when I was writing this. So $27 product, an ebook, a video course, whatever, which leads into people actually, wanting to work with you and get your service. So if you sell enough of $27 product, you'll get, $3K per month clients that you can outsource with a well-trained virtual assistant. So that's it. That's the high level overview of how you're going to cash out $20,000 a month in your bank every month stably if you actually start doing this today. Okay. If I were you, I would start sooner than later, because when everyone starts doing it, you already want to be on top of the game. Okay. So the opportunity is there. The choice is yours. It's either one day or day one. And if you want to join the community of winners that you saw at the start of the video and be mentored by me personally, DM me the word coach on Instagram at ownerarnas. See you in the next one.